4 things classy women do every evening. You think the difference between feeling scattered and feeling composed starts with your morning routine? Think again. The most elegant women I know don't rely on 5 a.m. wake-ups or elaborate rituals. They win their days the night before. While most people collapse into bed with their phones, replaying the day's chaos, truly refined women are doing 4 specific things every single evening that set them apart. And no, this isn't about bubble baths or face masks. Point 1. Write tomorrow's one thing tonight. Most women go to bed with their entire to-do list swirling in their heads like a tornado. Then they wake up already overwhelmed, paralyzed by choices before they've even had breakfast. What to do instead? Before you end your day, write down the one thing that would make tomorrow feel successful. Not 10 things, not a color-coded schedule. One thing. This isn't about productivity hacks or crushing goals. This is about sovereignty over your own mental space. When you identify that single priority the night before, you're making a decision from a place of clarity, not from the frantic energy of morning chaos. Studies on decision fatigue show that we make our worst choices when we're already depleted. Your morning self is operating on limited bandwidth. Your evening self, even if tired, has the perspective of a completed day. She knows what actually matters. Write it on paper, not in your phone. Something about the physical act of writing creates a contract with yourself. It could be finish the client presentation, or have that conversation with my sister, or go to that yoga class I keep skipping. The specific doesn't matter as much as the singularity. What happens next is almost magical. Your subconscious mind starts working on that one thing while you sleep. You're not lying awake spinning in circles because you've already decided. You've given your brain a clear directive. This practice completely transforms your mornings. Instead of waking up to a vague sense of dread about everything you need to do, you wake up with clarity. You know exactly where your energy goes first. Everything else becomes secondary. Point 2. Kitchen closed after your last meal. Most women treat their kitchens like all-night diners. A snack at 9, something sweet at 10, maybe some crackers at 11 because that show got intense and stress eating feels soothing in the moment. What to do instead? Close your kitchen after dinner. Literally and mentally. Your last meal of the day should be your last consumption until breakfast. No exceptions, no negotiations. No, just a little something. Your digestive system isn't designed to work around the clock. When you eat late into the evening, your body has to choose between digesting food and doing the critical repair work that happens during sleep. Guess which one wins? Digestion, which means all that cellular restoration, that hormonal balancing, that mental processing gets pushed to the back burner. Research on circadian rhythms shows that eating late disrupts your body's natural clock. Your metabolism slows significantly in the evening hours. That snack you think is harmless is actually sitting in your system, spiking your blood sugar when it should be stabilizing, keeping your insulin elevated when it should be dropping. But this practice isn't just physiological, it's psychological. When you establish a firm boundary around eating, you're teaching yourself that not every impulse needs to be satisfied immediately. You're distinguishing between actual hunger and boredom, stress, or habit. Classy women understand that discipline in private creates ease in public. That boundary you set with your kitchen at night translates to better boundaries everywhere else. With your time, with your energy, with people who demand too much. Your sleep quality improves dramatically. Without digestion competing for resources, your body can focus on true restoration. You wake up genuinely hungry for breakfast instead of that sluggish, vaguely nauseous feeling that comes from eating too close to bedtime. Point 3. Dim lights for melatonin production. Most women keep their homes lit up like operating rooms until the moment they climb into bed. Overhead lights blazing, screens glowing, every corner bright as midday. Then they wonder why sleep feels so elusive. What to do instead? Dim your lights 2 hours before bed. Switch off overhead fixtures. Use lamps, candles, or soft side lighting. Create an environment that tells your body, day is ending, night is beginning. Your brain produces melatonin, the sleep hormone, in response to darkness. Not just any darkness, though. The gradual transition from light to dark. When you keep your environment bright until you flip the switch and collapse into bed, you're asking your body to go from full alert to deep sleep instantly. That's not how biology works. Bright light, especially the blue wavelengths from overhead fixtures, actively suppresses melatonin production. Your pineal gland interprets that light as a signal that it's still daytime, that you need to stay alert, that sleep should wait. You're literally working against your own neurochemistry. This practice has become even more critical in our modern world. Before electricity, humans naturally experience this light transition as the sun sets. Our bodies are still wired for that rhythm, but we've overridden it with artificial lighting. The women who adopt this practice report falling asleep faster and sleeping more deeply. That makes sense. You're not fighting your biology anymore. You're working with it. But there's something else that happens in dimmed lighting. Your nervous system downshifts. Harsh light keeps you in a state of mild activation. Soft light allows your body to begin releasing the day's tension. Your shoulders drop. Your jaw unclenches. Your breathing naturally deepens. You're also creating an aesthetic environment that reflects the sophistication you're cultivating. Dim lighting in the evening isn't just functional. It's beautiful. It transforms your space from a place of productivity into a sanctuary for rest. This practice requires almost no effort. You're simply adjusting lighting you're already using, but the impact is profound. Better sleep, easier mornings, and a nervous system that actually gets to rest instead of staying perpetually on high alert. Point 4. Disconnect from screens to foster inner peace. Most women scroll until their eyes physically refuse to stay open. Social media, news feeds, messages, just one more video. Their last thoughts before sleep are whatever algorithm decided to show them, which is usually designed to provoke, not to soothe. What to do instead? Put your phone in another room at least 1 hour before bed, not on your nightstand, not face down beside you, in another room on a charger where you can't reach it without getting up. The blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, yes, but the real damage is psychological. Social media is engineered to trigger emotional responses. Comparison, anxiety, outrage, envy. Those emotions don't evaporate the moment you set your phone down. They simmer in your subconscious, coloring your thoughts, disrupting your peace. When you check your phone before bed, you're essentially inviting the entire world into your most private hours. Your mind should be settling, processing your own day, preparing for rest. Instead, it's reacting to other people's curated highlights, political arguments, news designed to alarm, messages that demand responses. Research shows that the last thoughts before sleep significantly impact sleep quality and morning mood. What you consume mentally in those final waking moments doesn't just disappear. Your brain continues processing that information while you sleep. Anxious inputs create anxious dreams and restless sleep. Classy women protect their mental space the way they protect their physical space. They don't leave the door open for anyone to walk in. They're selective, intentional, boundaried. When you disconnect from screens, you reconnect with yourself. You notice your actual thoughts instead of reacting to everyone else's. You might read, journal, have an actual conversation, or simply sit quietly. These are the activities that create genuine inner peace, not the simulated connection of scrolling. Your sleep improves immediately. Your morning anxiety decreases. You stop waking up to check what you missed because you've established that those hours are yours, not the internet's. This boundary also improves your relationships. You're more present with your partner, your family, yourself. You're not half listening while scrolling. You're fully there. The most elegant thing you can do is reclaim your attention from the platforms designed to steal it. Your evening hours are too valuable to surrender to algorithms. Protect them fiercely. If you've watched this far, drop a quick "I'm in" the comments. Just those 2 words. And because you've stuck with me through all 4 points, I'm giving you something extra. A bonus practice that might actually be the most powerful one of all. Bonus point, practice a mental download on paper. Most women carry their thoughts like overpacked suitcases. Every worry, task, conversation, and unresolved tension from the day stays lodged in their minds, taking up space, creating background noise that never stops. What to do instead? Take 5 minutes before bed and dump everything onto paper. Not organized, not pretty, just a stream of consciousness download of everything bouncing around in your head. That thing your colleague said that bothered you, the email you forgot to send, the conversation you need to have, the random brilliant idea, the nagging worry, all of it out of your head and onto paper. This practice is devastatingly effective because it externalizes what's internal. Once those thoughts are written down, your brain can stop trying to remember them. You've acknowledged them. They're captured. your mind can finally release them. Therapists call this cognitive offloading. Your working memory has limited capacity. When you're trying to hold too much, everything suffers. Your focus fragments, your anxiety increases, your sleep deteriorates. The physical act of writing by hand activates different neural pathways than typing. It's slower, more deliberate, more embodied. That process itself is calming. You're not solving problems in this practice. You're just acknowledging them. Sometimes that's enough. Other times, solutions emerge naturally once you see everything laid out. Women who do this consistently report sleeping more deeply and waking with clearer priorities. The mental clutter that used to follow them to bed stays on the page instead. This is perhaps the most intimate form of self-care. You're not performing anything. You're simply giving yourself permission to release what you've been carrying. That's not indulgence. That's wisdom. Thank you for being the kind of person who watches to the end. Here's a recap for you. Number 1, write tomorrow's one thing before bed. Give yourself clarity instead of chaos. Number 2, close your kitchen after your last meal. Let your body rest and restore instead of constantly digesting. Number 3, dim your lights 2 hours before bed. Work with your biology, not against it. Number 4, put your phone in another room. Protect your mental space and your peace. These aren't complicated. They don't require money or special equipment. They just require intention. The decision to do things differently because you understand that how you end your day determines how you begin the next one. Like this video to help it reach more women who need it. Subscribe for daily content that actually makes a difference in your life. Thank you for watching. We've got another video ready for you on screen. See you back here tomorrow.